Good afternoon, everyone. This poor little baby, this poor little boy. God rest your soul. God rest your soul. Kohen Wiley, fatally shot, fatally shot. Mississippi Walmart. This society that we live in, under this administration, these cops have lost their effing mind. They lost their mind a long time ago, but now they have a green light. Now they have a green light to do all the sick, insane things that are going on. The allegation was that diapers were stolen, the allegation, but the woman had the receipt. And even if it was a factual thing, that would be petty larceny. That would be petty larceny and no need for any weaponry drawn. I hope the officer who did this, oh, I can't say what I hope happens to him, but may what you did to this little boy happen to you and all your generations to follow. May it happen to every generation that follows on a trauma level for what you did to this little boy and to this family. You useless sack of, you know what? Absolutely disgusting and vile. Absolutely freaking disgusting and vile. They're so damn freaking quick to pull out their poo-poos, right? If that was a white family, you know this wouldn't have happened. You know this would not have happened. Don't ask stupid questions. I'm making a video. Get off my page. These freaking morons. Unreal. Unreal. The society that we live in makes it so difficult for people to survive. And when you're already at the bottom of the scale on the economic level, it's 20 times more difficult. And even if it was something that occurred, there is no need. No, you're wearing a beard. Get off my page. Do you have problems? Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. A vile society, absolutely vile. And I swear, I tell you, I hope that this officer and his family let them suffer. Let them suffer. An innocent little baby? An innocent little baby? What, did he have a poo-poo in his diaper? You freaking, you know what's. And he's the guy is on administrative leave? Of course. They'll give him a retirement party. Read the paper. Read the news. A 1-year-old was shot, poo-pooed, unalived in Mississippi. Vile society, absolutely vile society. Mm-mm-mm. Get off my page. To take a frickin' walk. Get the hell out of here. The people that need to take their medication. May that little baby boy rest in peace. May you rest in peace. And may your ancestors do what they do to this man and his family for what they did to you. And that whole frickin' police department. The police have lost their mind in general. Years ago, I lived in Yonkers. My apartment had been burglarized. And I called the police. It was a long corridor. It was real. It was. If anybody's familiar with New York City and Lower Westchester, apartment buildings are large. They're large. This one building was the size. It was the length of a city block. The guy went to the wrong door, all the way at the opposite side of the corridor. I had a dog. The dog, her name was Sheena. She was a lab, a lab mix. Anyway, the dog. When I opened the dog was by my side. The dog was barking. Do you know this POS? This cop pulled out his poo poo, pulled out the poo poo, and he was pointing it at me and my dog. Mm-hmm. Yep. Zero control, people that do not belong in law enforcement, but they get a pass. Most of them are either they're prior military, or they have an uncle on the job, or a cousin, or a father, and then they pass through everything, and then they get on these jobs and they create all kinds of mayhem, like this SOS did. Mm-mm-mm. And people wonder why they're so well received. They wonder why they're so well received. Because of incidents like this. Even up here, I told this story. When my husband was alive, we were coming home from a restaurant, and there was a deer on the road, right over here, not far from the house. And the deer was dead. A sheriff pulls up, doesn't put out flares or nothing, jumps out of his car. The guy looked like he was like totally amped. Jumps out and puts the deer down. Okay, that's understandable. But you don't do that without putting up flares to prevent motorists from coming by, because had there been a rock or something, or something underneath that deer when he poo-pooed it, the projectile could have came out and it could have hit the motorists that were driving by. No common sense, absolutely no common sense, no common sense. It's a sick society. It's a sick society. And like I said, I hope this man and all of his generations suffer the way that this family is going to suffer now. Unbelievable. Vile freaking people. Vile people. And if that little boy would have been, if the mom would have been white, there wouldn't be no story like this. That's just the way it goes. There would be no story like this. Because when they commit a crime, they get taken to Burger King, right? Like they did to that guy in South Carolina after he unalived all the people in the church, right? They took him for Burger King. You vile mother. Ugh. Horrible people. Horrible, horrible, horrible. This is the world we're living in. The world we are living in. Yep. Disgusting. Each and every one of them. Now, on a different subject matter, this supposed deal with Iran, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's already fallen apart. It's not. People, stock up on everything that you need. I'm telling you, stock up on everything that you need, because we are in for some we're in for some dark days ahead. We're in for some dark days ahead. And there's another bug out here. They're not telling anybody. I know it. I can sense it. Mm-hmm. There's something out here. But then they'll do like what they always do, the conspiracy theorists. They'll hide stuff, and then they'll tell people like, a month after. Mm-hmm. Protect yourself when you're out and about. When you come home, rinse out your mouth. Either do it with a neti pot, or you don't need a neti pot. You could just do it with saline water and rinse out your nostrils, or just use peroxide. Clean out the bacteria. Yeah. And all these rollbacks that have happened for regulations, for through the department, through FDA and all this stuff, these cuts that were made. Sure, why not? Allow us all to become sick, so we can all just, slowly but surely, uh, we go on to the next realm, whatever that may be. They don't care. They do not care about us at all. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. It's a cesspool society. It's a douchebaggery society, what we live in. This is a douchebaggery frickin' society. Government does not GAF. They don't care. They're there to collect their pensions, to stand up at podiums, to promise people all kinds of bullshit while they're getting paid by APAC. Kathy Genocide Hochul, Chuck Genocide Schumer, Tish Genocide James, Greg Genocide Holm, whatever your name is, Goldman. What's the one from Pennsylvania? What's his name? Governor Genocide Shapiro. Yeah, all of them. Mickey Genocide Cheryl. Right? Each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. And if you're out there spending money doing stuff like, just being frivolous, well, maybe you can roll it back. Maybe you can roll it back. Because we're definitely we're in some real deep shit, very deep shit now, and it's not good. It's not good. Oh well. Pray for that little baby soul. Pray for your soul. I pray that your ancestors got to do what they do to this POS who did this to you, and all of his. Yep. Mm-mm-mm. And the people, and y'all don't believe that? Trust me. Trust and believe. When you're harmful to people, it comes back. It comes back to your generations, and it keeps coming back. Just think of it as having somebody having a foot on your family's neck. And that's why there's issues that happen, and there's that stuff that continues to go on. Mm-hmm. Do evil to people, it comes back. Do evil, it comes back. And this cop is now on administrative leave. Yeah, they'll probably give him a party. They'll probably have a parade for him. The Police Benevolent Association, they'll throw a ticker tape parade for him. Hmm. When I was growing up, in a poem that I wrote, I had to maintain decorum to let them think I was for them. The racial stuff I would hear from these whats, like driving, say, getting a ride home, and these white dudes would say, oh, seeing a black person on the road, oh, hit the N hard R, hit the hard R, you get 20 points. Yeah, mm-hmm. Yep, that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff. That's their mindset. Yep. Hit the N hard R, you get 20 points. Yeah, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Or the stuff I would hear the cops say when I worked as a civilian, that women's health clinics are, this is what they would say, women's health clinics are a crime prevention. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Half of them were in the closet, and the other half were all messing around. Mm-hmm. Messing around. But then going home and playing the role like a husband. What people do, what these shitbags do, men. Ugh. Yeah, vile freaking people. Vile people. Disgusting, disgusting people. Oh, that little baby. Look at him. Look at him. A little 1 year old. A little 1 year old innocent child. Innocent child. For an allegation of diapers being stolen. Diapers. Diapers. Again, if this was a white family, there would be no conversation like this because there would have been nothing that would have happened. The mother or the parent, whoever was the alleged person, they would have gotten a desk appearance ticket, or they probably would have been taken to, a fast food restaurant. Yeah, yeah. We see you all. We see you all. Disgusting, freaking disgusting. Absolutely. Mm-mm-mm. The neocon society that we live in, and then over here in Jersey, well, I'm in New York State, in Jersey, Delaney Hall, and the company that's running that, all of these people in this cabinet, they're all benefiting from it. They're all benefiting from it. The same way, like when if anyone's ever been incarcerated or their family, when you get the phone calls that you put money on somebody's books, they're all part of this. They're all part of this. Yep. The prison complex is $1 billion industry. It's $1 billion industry. Vile people. Anyway, for the good people out here, may you have a great day. May you stay safe and well. And for the POSs, well, may you get much POS towards you and all your generations. Everybody else, have a good one. Stay safe and well. And remember, do the right thing because we are being watched. Rest in peace, little baby. Rest in peace. Prayers for your soul and prayers for your family. Later.